Well, it's January the 1st in 2024. My, how time do fly. This is the 71 Norton. This is a box of parts that are not going to go back on the bike. I'm 99% sure they're not going back on the bike. This is a box of parts that some of which may go on the bike, may not, but they're valuable parts. So I put them separately. This is a list down here of things that I'm going to buy or do to the bike. This is a box over here with the headlight and a bunch of stuff that is definitely going to go back on the bike. So that's over there, and there's the boss walking around. This is a box full of amyls that we used to build a carb for the small beezer. And over here I have another project that just came in. It's a Norton engine tranny assembly. And it's all here, sorta. I'm gonna clean it up, put it back together. This is the box down here under these Triumph parts. This is all the Norton parts that are gonna go on here to make it a complete power plant. So I'll do that. That's another project. And here's my buddy's roller assembly. We're probably going to end up putting the small beezer on it and spinning it up when we get back to this bike. Today's a dreary, dreary day out there. I can't know if you can see through the windows, but it's sort of a gray day, not pretty. And it's the kind of day that makes you want to curl up in front of a fireplace, if I had one, read a good book, which I have several, and just be lazy. And so I tried that, and that didn't work. So I came out here and started sorting parts for the 71 Norton. All these parts came with the bike. And let's see, I've got them sort of organized. This is hardware store garbage. This, I'm not sure exactly where that goes. I'll put it aside. These are mid-sized bolts that may or may not be motorcycle. Nuts that may or may not be motorcycle. Great big bolts and axles that may or may not be motorcycle. A couple of hand controls, little bitty pieces. This actually comes off of the Norton swing arm. It's held on with a screw that goes all the way through, but not that screw. Anyway, this is junk. These are junk. Up here I have some bits and pieces that are just too pretty to put in with the rest of them. And I've got flat washers, lock washers, nuts, some of which are definitely not motorcycle, but they're here just in case. Small bolts, most of which are, a lot of which are just hardware store garbage, but, oh look, another stud. I'll put that over here. And so bolts and Allens and all kinds of stuff. Over here are a collection of studs that are definitely motorcycle, just don't know which one. This is the bolt that goes from the engine plate to the back of the primer. It's brand new. These are the two bolts that go up in the front of the head up to these studs that are mounted in the head. They go in from the bottom. These are the later model, and these are the earlier model. So we're rich with those. Don't need them. The bike's put together. Some of the isolastic parts that came out of the bike, and I think these are the steering head races. So they've been changed, either from this bike or some other bike. Over here in this little area, I've got stuff that has future value to some other bike. Spacers, brake assemblies, tranny chain adjusters, pretty little acorn nuts that could be buffed up. This is a drain plug from probably an oil tank or a primary case. I call them Zeus fasteners for the side covers. Banjo bolt. And this is the little washer that goes behind the clutch, a Norton clutch. It fits over a clip that's on the tranny main shaft, like so, and then the clutch cuddles up to it, and you use spacers to move the clutch assembly in and out to line it up with the engine sprocket. This is the vent from the early model 750s. The rocker shaft covers. They're valuable. These are the 3 covers for the rear brake assembly, the holes in the side. So this is pretty well organized now. It was fun. Something to do on a dreary, dreary day. And I'm about done with what I can accomplish out here. I'm not going to work on the beezer. I'm not going to kick on the beezer or do anything with it until Kevin has the opportunity to come down. And we've already agreed that today is not the day. We're just going to take the day off. So that's the shop status report, shall we say. That's where we are. And there sitting my bikes all covered up. Lonely. Haven't been running about forever. Anyway, it's warm in the shop. I've got the heater going. And the boss is here saying, come into the house, please. I see you down there. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. And that's it. I'm going to call it a day. So I'll probably put these things in different Ziploc bags and then call it a day. That gets us organized. And it's a start.